You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show. Hello and welcome to Movie Beaters with the Farx brothers. I'm Kirk.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Nick.
And we're joined by Natalie Tran, actor, content creator.
And
yes,
singer.
Sir.
And director.
And singer and director.
And what were the other things?
And model and dancer.
Model and dancer.
And fashionista and amazing person.
How long would you have to move from being a model to a dancer on a project?
What do you mean?
Like, if you're... This is dumb, but I'm still going to... This is like I think
you have to commit now.
Now I'm committed to this. So, like... You know, let's say you're modeling a dress. I have young daughters, so this is the first one that comes to mind. And you want to show that the dress twirls. So, like, if you're a model and they ask you to do this, is that dancing? And what I did is I did a shoulder and hip shuffle for the audience. This is an audio podcast. Like, is it until you move your feet, then you're a dancer? Or if you're hip shuffling, does that count as dancing and moving out of modeling? Or is it both existing in the space of modeling and dancing?
I would say it exists in the space of modeling and dancing because even if you were hired for a shoot and it was a dance shoot, you'd still be the model. But I guess you would also be the dancer. So I think it depends. But if you're just moving your arms like this, I don't think that's dancing. I think that's moving your arms like that.
I'm a bridesmaid, never a bride for these types of things. So I knew I'd get you.
No, that's not where I wanted to start things. We wanted to start with Natalie's story about how you guys do Friendship, the film that we're talking about in this series.
What's your story? You were at South by Southwest.
Yes.
And this movie premiered, and then you didn't see it.
Yeah, so...
Which I'm confused by.
So, basically, there was the premiere, and then I missed that just because I had to work around my class schedule. Because usually South by Southwest, they have it during UT Austin spring break, but this was the 1 year they didn't do that because apparently they wanted students to learn to like work with their schedule or something because this industry is busy. I don't even know. That's what I heard people saying.
Learn when to blow off class like you'll learn to blow off work in the real world.
Honestly, maybe. Yeah, I didn't end up going to the premiere. And it was interesting because most of the premieres were at the Paramount Theater, but this premiere was at the Alamo Drafthouse. And
I've been to that Alamo Drafthouse.
Oh, really? Cool.
I got written up for a question I asked there once.
What?
Really?
It was dumb. It was when they had they showed the pilot of Terriers, a show canceled on FX after one season, and I asked the creator if it would ever cross over with The Shield, which is another show from the same creator.
They hated it that much?
You don't know either of those shows.
Yeah, I'm like...
They were done more than 15 years ago on cable. So.
And you got written up for that?
In a local Austin paper because I asked they wrote about the question. I was very excited.
Oh, I thought you meant written up like when
banned.
The principal like
that's
writes you up. Like that's
too.
what it means. Like I'm writing you up. Whatever.
Oh no,
that means,
I
like,
wasn't
bad.
in school at the time.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
the
college
principal.
student.
The principal.
So tell us more about how you
Drafthouse.
didn't skip class to
Yes.
do cool stuff.
Yeah. So that one I can't remember why, but the schedule just didn't work out, and I was trying to like make it to all these premieres and like make it work with my schedule and everything. So I missed that one, but I was like, oh, it's okay, it's happening tomorrow or whatever. And I did all this fiasco to try to like move my schedule around and everything, and just was not working. And I was like here and there and all this stuff. And finally, like I was like, I did it. I moved things around. I can actually go. And it was so much work. And I'm like, yes, because I really wanted to go, because also I wasn't 100% sure if Tim Robinson was going to be there, because I think I saw he was at the premiere at the Alamo Drafthouse, and I was like, oh, well, if it's at the Paramount, that's an even bigger screening. I wonder if he'll be there, because then usually they have the Q&A with the actors after. And I was like, oh my God, I want to see him so bad. And I'm like, no way I'm going to let my schedule get in the way of me seeing this, because I love Tim Robinson. I'm like, I might as well just do what I can to try to see it. So I do what I can. Yes, I'm on the way. And it was an early screening. It was 11 a.m. screening. And I'm on the way, and I get there, and then I realize I don't have my badge. And I'm like, I just did all that work to
How long did it
not
take you to
have
get there?
my badge. I mean, I'm pretty close to, it wasn't a super long Uber. It was maybe like a 10-minute Uber ride. But by the time I would have Ubered back or taken the bus back, gotten my badge, come back, I wouldn't have been able to get in, because honestly, the people at the end of the line aren't going to get in. It's only, it cuts off after a bit. So I was like, it's over. And I called my friend after telling her like all this fiasco, me trying to go see the movie and everything. I called her, I'm like, I don't have my badge. I don't have my badge. This is the dumbest thing ever. And then so I'm walking and I'm like, oh my God, I just did all this work to see this movie and I don't have my badge. And there's literally like no way you can go without the badge. And I run into a worker, I'm like, I don't have my badge. Is there anything I can do? And she's like, I don't know. You might have to go to this place. I'm like, I don't have time for that. So then I literally go and I stand in line and I just stand there like calling my friend because she's like, maybe she can go pick up my badge and come and meet me.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like standing in line and they're scanning people's badges and they come to me and I go, I don't have my badge. And they look at me like I'm stupid because why are you standing in the line? You don't have a badge. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. So then I just left the line and I gave up. But
oh man,
kind of butterfly effect from that was then I ended up watching the premiere of Ash, which Aaron Paul stars in, and I was sitting, I was able to get like a media pass, so I was sitting in the front. And I was 2 seats away from Aaron Paul. And then I got to meet him after, and then I got to make a video with him after. So just kind of like butterfly effect from
Is that
there.
on your social media? An
Yes,
Aaron Paul video?
it is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will look for what does he smell like?
I did not get close enough to smell him.
You
Well,
made a
actually,
video
no,
with
he
him. How do you
probably
know?
smelled like alcohol, is what he smelled like.
Oh,
He was
alright.
intoxicated.
Mm.
People were
Good for Aaron Paul.
joking. People were joking like, "Oh my God, his PR team's probably freaking out about this video."
That movie
Like,
blows. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like,
I
have you
saw
seen-
it.
Did you
I
enjoy it?
I mean,
What did you like about it?
I liked that I was sitting next to all the actors and
nice.
seeing them enjoy the movie because they're all so passionate about it. They were all like so passionate about it. I don't know what happened on set, but they were all like, "I love this movie. This is the best movie ever."
They're good in the movie. The movie doesn't make any sense at the end, and some of the effects I would call mismatched. Like I remember some violence, but then it didn't go far
I
enough.
think the most violent stuff happens near the end of the movie.
Yeah, when I woke up. Kirk and I saw it late at night one
Yeah.
time with a friend. So you saw, when did you see Friendship?
Yeah, I actually just saw it last week.
On TV, like not in a theater?
Yeah, I saw it Amazon Prime because I was trying to go see it in theaters with my friends because I introduced my friends to I Think You Should Leave.
Oh.
I introduce everyone to I Think You Should Leave. If I talk to someone, I'm like, "Have you seen this TV show?" And then I show them it, and they're like, "This is so funny." But I introduced them to that show, so now it's kind of like we all like to watch it together. And I was gonna see it with them in theaters, and like no, that never worked out. So finally, I was like, let's just watch it. I mean, it's not in theaters anymore, so we watched it at my house.
Who's we? How many people?
Me and 3 other friends.
So 4 people. That's almost enough.
Almost enough.
Yeah,
a
I
party
remember when the
or what?
Beavis and Butthead movie came out to Paramount, the streaming service that CBS has, and we had 12 people in the man cave here for it.
Whoa.
And that really made that movie, because if you can't watch a movie in the theater, which I believe is the correct way to watch a movie, and I think this movie would be severely impacted in one's enjoyment if you didn't go to a theater and hear strangers laughing to the same things you're laughing at.
Yeah, I bet if I saw the premiere, it would have been so awesome. Just because, like,
It would be your favorite movie this year.
honestly, I probably would have liked it a lot more if I saw the premiere.
So can we pivot to Nick? Did your viewing partner, is that okay? Did
That works.
What?
That works.
Yeah, your viewing partner. Did they enjoy the movie?
She laughed, even though she has previously said she hates Tim Robinson, which is probably part of the reason
What?
why we were breaking up. But
Girlfriend and Dave Farx are
maybe.
breaking up.
No. Indirectly, maybe there's deeper issues at play. But
Well, Natalie, have you ever run into somebody who's like, I get like, I catch the nervousness of the characters in the scene, and I can't watch this. I don't like it. Like, I know that's true for people. It's not true for me. Tasha Robinson of The Verge has said that this is something she experiences.
I see. I guess, yeah. I don't know. Everyone I've introduced it to has thought Tim Robinson is really funny. But, I mean, yeah, I've heard people say, like, oh, I can't watch movies like this because it makes me too anxious or whatever. I don't know. I don't experience that either.
Okay.
Is that the same thing like secondhand embarrassment? Or
Secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
I mean, yeah. That's
Yeah.
a lot of people with my content. There's a lot of it people find cringy and whatever, so people don't want to watch it.
I didn't ask this in the interview, so I'll ask it now. In one of
What do you mean? The interview hasn't come out yet. What do
The
you mean?
interview will come out.
The interview
but
that we did in the future and then went back in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing that you haven't heard yet, I didn't ask that your daily newspaper, the Daily Texan, I say the wrong thing first in the interview as people find out. The Daily Texan called your content quote unquote brain rot.
Oh my God, I literally hate that. Like, I actually made like on Instagram, you have like your close friend story I posted. I was like, I hate that they called it that. And I understand why they called it that, because I did used to brand myself as brain rot, but I have not branded myself as brain rot since 2024. I literally made 3 videos at the end of 2024. They were kind of a joke, but it was kind of serious. I was like, I'm done with brain rot. I hate it. And now I don't consider myself a brain rot creator, nor really a cringe creator. Like, yes, kind of. I think.
What are those things?
Like,
are those terms that,
yes.
no offense, younger 20 peoples know?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you.
I mean, oh my God. I could talk about this for so long just because it's like, it's just so much.
Well, I think to some degree, doing a podcast, I thought it was kind of like, well, I mean, this is brain rot because it's shoulder content. It's commenting on other content, although we can bring in an interview, so now it has like a third heat maybe. I don't know.
I think the term, I hate that we're talking about brain rot. Let's make this a short part. But I think the term brain rot, like, people have different interpretations of it. And my interpretation, it's like, it's a very specific type of humor that comes from meme culture, but in my opinion, it's honestly very annoying, repetitive. And if you listen to the interview that will come out, I talk about copy pasta stuff, and I hate unoriginal humor that just gets used over and over and over again, which is hypocritical of me because I did kind of do that, but every time I did it, I tried to put a spin on it, whereas now people are making brain rot content. It's just the same video over and over again, pushing it out. There's no joke, there's no punchline, it's just dumb stuff. So that's why I'm like, I don't call my stuff brain rot anymore, because I at least try to add, like, I don't even talk about the new brain rot memes. I'm so over it. But the reason people call it brain rot is because to them, brain rot is just anything like dumb or silly. But that's not the same thing to me. Just like having dumb humor, like Tim Robinson, you could call dumb, silly humor. I wouldn't say it's brain rot, you know? Anyway, I'm over it. I don't want to talk about it.
if the effect of it is that it makes people happy, then, you know, like Tim Robinson makes me laugh about something that I feel inside myself, but I can't act on. Like it's kind of like what Seinfeld used to be for me, is like, oh, they're talking about that passive aggressive thing people do in society that I can't stand, and because they're amoral people who will just call it out, you know, mostly the Larry David effect. Wait, do you know who Larry David is? No offense. And you don't know what Seinfeld is, right?
I've heard of Seinfeld.
You know what it is,
yes,
but haven't consumed it or
no,
anything?
No.
It's, do you do improv studying?
I have taken some improv classes.
So, and I'm going to be a douchebag and just say this, but Seinfeld is a specific form that's the Herald, where they do, they introduce a storyline in the first act. The second act, they heighten the storyline, and there's A, B, C, and D story for each one of the characters. And in the third act, they cross over, and people do this as an improv thing. I think it's called the Herald. Don't quote me on that. I'm not an improv person. Do you still take improv as part of your conservatory?
No, we actually don't have. There's an improv class, but I don't take it. But maybe if I have a room, I want to take it sometime.
Room?
In my schedule, yeah.
I like in the show that Nick and I watch called Overcompensated that they look down on improv. Having done improv for multiple years before we moved into
I do like improv a lot.
You do? Like when you see it?
I like to watch it, and I like to do it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you do. You have to improv the ideas when you get them.
All my videos are improvised. I rarely ever script it. It's just like I'm riffing.
So what do you think the difference between this movie is, and this is for everyone, versus I Think You Should Leave?
To start, because Tim Robinson is just an actor, right? Is he a producer?
In the movie, he's just an actor.
He's a stand-up comedian,
yeah.
isn't he?
No, he was a sketch comedy person for SNL. He was a writer, then he was a cast member, then it didn't work. Then he did Detroiters. Then he did. Have you seen Detroiters?
No, I actually started watching the first episode and then stopped because someone called me, and then I never continued. I literally got like 5 minutes in, but I do want to watch that. But I mean, that was the main point I was gonna make, is like this. He's just an actor in it, and like in I Think You Should Leave, I mean, he's like the everything. That it's his show. So I didn't know that at first when this movie was coming out, I thought it was his movie, and then I was like, oh, okay, he's just an actor in it, and I was like, I wonder how that'll change things. But even literally just watching the TV right now, because it's playing, like they do some stupid edits that are so similar to what they do, and I Think You Should Leave, like at the end of the episodes they'll like do some weird special effect. I feel like this movie, and this is kind of what my friends were saying, is it felt, and this is what a lot of people said actually, because I lowered my expectations when I watched the movie, because I talked to a few people that were like, I didn't like it. And I was like, interesting. And I asked, and this is actually, it was on Frogman, I was talking about it with someone, and she was like, I don't know, it just felt like it was it was Tim Robinson in a movie, like, you know. And I was like, what do you mean? Do you like him? She's like, yes, I love the show. I think you should leave, but the movie, it was just like, you know. And I was like, I don't know. I love him so much. I don't think it'll matter. And I watched the movie. I was like, I totally understand what she's saying now. And my
do the length or the way the reality plays out, because there's a heightened reality, and I think you should leave. Would anyone disagree with that?
I think it's the way the reality plays out and the length. But it's like, yeah, I was talking to my friends literally after it ended. We all were silent. We were all silent, and we were just staring like. Not that I don't want to say I like disliked the movie, but I was just kind of like, oh.
What are comedies that you and your friends who are, you know, sophomores in college find funny? Because they don't make comedies anymore. Did you like Bottoms?
I actually, unpopular opinion, didn't find it that funny either.
Did you see it in a theater or did you see it at home?
I saw it in a screening, and it was like a bunch of students. So it was actually like the best environment to watch it in. I was not laughing as much as everyone else. I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was a good movie, but I kind of, and again, this is like ironic and hypocritical of me to say, but I kind of found some of the humor a little cringy.
Whoa.
I was like, I don't know.
As?
I don't know. Like, for example, it was like the guy gets hit with the car in his knee, and it just, the acting felt so over exaggerated that I was like, it's just, I don't know if
there's
a
diversity.
It was like too corny for me. But I did really like. I liked the plot. I liked everything. I did think it was funny. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I honestly, talking about I Think You Should Leave so much. Well, obviously because we're talking about friendship, but I Think You Should Leave. I love Key and Peele. Like sketch comedy. I feel like I watch that stuff more than like comedy movies. I feel like
you haven't seen like Anchorman, Old School, 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up,
no.
The Hangover.
I've seen bits and pieces of The Hangover, yes, but I don't think I've actually watched it like fully.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've seen parts, yes. I think that's funny.
Do you think it's possible that men who are like, how old do you think Tim Robinson is in this?
Like the character in the movie?
The character in the movie, how old do we think he is? Anyone in the room?
I was just say 40s. I mean, he's pretty high up in his career during the movie, so maybe late 40s.
I would say like mid to late 30s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Character.
Yeah,
right?
Because Tim Robinson himself, I think, is like 41 or something. I think he's the same age as one of us.
He's older than me. I take offense.
Oh, he's old.
I take offense of saying that.
Oh, he's actually in his 40s?
No.
You look this up?
No, I know he's
like
this vain. He's like 44.
Oh, okay.
So I have a hard time, and just knowing like he's got a teenage son in the movie. It's like I just think he's got to be mid 40s because, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, I didn't know he was. I thought he was like. I literally thought he could be 39, and but you know, in actuality, he's 44. They made this in 2023, so he's in his 40s in this movie.
Yeah, approaching mid 40s.
Okay. So what I'm trying to get at is elder millennials.
That's funny you say that. Elder millennials is literally like a meme that went around.
Tell me about it.
There's a video of like people, because people make fun of millennials. They'll roast the hell out of millennials.
They deserve it.
And what are you? Are you?
I'm an elder millennial.
Oh, okay. And there's like a video going down the line, and people were I don't remember what people were saying, and then one of the ladies goes, "Elder millennial," and people were like, "Yeah, that checks out."
I guess what I'm getting at, and I pose this to everyone, is that like we had all of these body, you know, kind of raunchy comedies that we grew up with when we were, you know, high school, college, and now there's people. Do you think there's something in reality that this movie is commenting on, like the loneliness crisis and possibly the problem with boys/men?
Probably, yeah. I mean, wait, elaborate more on how that connects with the comedies that you watched when you were younger.
Because they desensitize us to the humanity in the world. Like they say, it's frat humor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but what movie?
They're all frat humor. Like Old School's frat humor, all the way up through The Hangover. That's 2003 through 2009. And I mean, what really happened is technology made it so that we're all in little silos and don't build community as much. And the theory that I've heard for how this person ended up in this circumstance in the movie is that when you're, you know, I'm married with kids. And if I didn't have other things besides my job and my family going on in my life, I probably would be pretty siloed. I wouldn't be making you meet new people every year at school, right? Mm-hmm. Every semester, probably. Mm-hmm. Do you think you'll make a lot of friends when you're post-college?
Oh my gosh, this is something I've been scared about. Because everyone talks about it, they're like, you make no friends when you're out of college. I'm like, dude, sometimes I feel like I don't even have friends now. Like, what's going to happen?
My brothers are friends that I met after college, so it gets better.
Yeah, good. I hope so. And I mean, I think luckily, like, with my career path. Like I'm always gonna be meeting other creators and other, creative people. So I think meeting people isn't a problem. It's maintaining friendships that's a problem.
Yeah.
I think that's still like that is the issue in my life currently, and it's probably just gonna get worse as I get older. Can't wait.
How do you elder millennials feel about that? Elder millennial.
About making friends after college?
Yeah, but about what part of it?
Yeah.
Well, do you think that the movie is commenting on something real?
Oh, yeah.
And the loneliness crisis among men? Do you have like?
I want to say it's making a commentary, but I don't think it's that deep of a commentary on it.
That's kind of what I was thinking too, because I feel like watching this, I kind of thought, what was the message? Like, what was the point of this? Other than it was funny and entertaining. And usually, I'm not that person. Like, when I watch Saltburn, people are like, there was no theme, there was no da-da-da-da. I'm like, I don't care, it was funny and entertaining and crazy, whatever.
It was funny, entertaining, and crazy. I would 100% agree with each one of those, and I watched it twice. They showed it to my wife, the penis flapping around and everything.
Oh, really? Well, now I gotta see it.
You haven't, oh, that's right, you haven't seen it.
It's so...
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't say whose penis it was.
Oh, well, that would be say Barry Keoghan.
Murder on the Dance Floor is the song that's playing. Again, not a spoiler, knowing what's in the soundtrack. We used to look at the soundtracks to movies before we saw them, because they sold CDs in stores. Oh. And so you could see, these are the songs that are going to be in.
Cool. What?
Are you playing me like this is how you deal with elder millennials?
No.
Is that cool story, bro?
Because we don't do that. I mean, we just look on Spotify and it's like, okay.
That's the same thing.
No one does that. I guess, but it's like no one actively really
it.
looks out for that.
I'm genuinely curious when you say you want to go to a movie theater, how often are you seeing movies, and do you think this is because you're in the arts?
How often do I see movies?
How often do you see movies, and then what correlation does the frequency with which you see movies have to do with you being professionally in the arts?
I know, and this is kind of why I was saying, because to the people listening, like I was like, I'm kind of scared to do this, because yes, I am in movies. I mean, I'm mostly an actor. Like, I'm a very new director. I haven't even really. I've directed like one film thing I was in, and there wasn't even.
You make all this content. You're writing, directing, and producing.
Hi guys, yeah. But when it comes to movies, I'm like so noob, and I don't know so many movies. There's so many movies I haven't seen, so I get so scared talking to film bros because they're talking about all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't.
Are we film bros?
I guess yeah. I mean,
are film bros your age? You mean
film bros my age, but also I guess older people too. But I feel older people like you guys. But I mean, I guess unks. Yeah, I guess I feel a little better because it's like, I'm younger. Like obviously, I'm not gonna know as much. I haven't been alive as long, but
people my age don't know most of the movies I talk about, and people our age and older come in here, look around, and go, "What is wrong with you?" There's a bunch of posters in the garage that we pick up at the theater and put up here.
Yeah.
So how often are you seeing movies? And I'm going to tie this all back to bottoms and the diversity of performances, but
it's so bad, like not as much as I should. I have a really bad problem with like not starting to watch shows or like not starting to watch movies, because literally I don't know what it is, because a lot of times what happens is I'm like, I can't watch a movie right now, I'm busy, I need to do work, like I need to do work. I can't spend 2 hours watching a movie, but then I'll spend 2 hours on my phone because it's like, it's easier to consume that like 15-second thing over and over. And that goes into a whole different problem, like social media addiction and everything.
Our brains are rotting.
Literally, brain is rotted, which is why part of me is like, don't call me brain rot, because I'm trying to fight against that. But
you had a 1.5 minute video, and Kirk and I watched some of it while we were walking down the alley getting ready for this interview.
Yeah, 1.5 minutes it's long.
That's long for?
No, I mean, now a lot of times. It sucks because it's like you want to make your video as short as possible for engagement, but then if you want to get monetized on like TikTok, you have to have it over a minute. So sometimes I have to choose, do I want to make money on this or do I want it to do well? And mostly I'll prioritize, I want it to do well. So now I'm actually not even making much money. But I don't know, in terms of seeing movies, it's so sporadic. Sometimes I'll watch like a movie every day for a week, and then sometimes I won't watch a movie ever in my life.
I meant in the movie theater.
Okay, in the movie theater.
Because the average person goes to the movie theater 2 times a year.
I think I go more than 2 times a year.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah. But not as often as I'd like to. I mean, there were so many. It's also like
your friends when they want to go because you feel weird going alone?
Yes, but I should just start going alone, but then I don't. That's my problem. I should just go, because I don't really mind going alone, honestly. It's like the fact that I'm like, let me get up and get in my car and drive. I just never do that. I have a problem.
You have a car. You're good. What's the next movie you think you want to see in a movie theater? And what's the last movie you saw before in a movie theater?
I need to go see Superman.
You want to see Superman?
Yeah, everyone's talking about it, and everyone's like, oh, it's happy and awesome and so good.
Yeah,
Kindness is punk rock.
It's kind of a spoiler for the movie, but yeah.
Kindness is punk rock? No, that's like, they've got that as a hashtag for the movie.
It's like a thing. lame. Though.
super shit. That's not a spoiler. Our brother here does not want to see it and thinks it will stop.
No.
Wait, you're gonna see it now?
I almost would see it.
Oh man, I want to be there.
It's
when
like
you see it.
I don't rush out like.
I had to go first night. I couldn't. That I have to wait 2 days to see Fantastic Four bothers me. So you want to see Superman?
Yeah.
What's the last movie you saw in a theater other than Ash with Aaron Paul?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm trying to think now. I don't know if I've seen a movie in theaters since South by Southwest.
Whoa. Okay. And that was in March.
Okay. And I wanted to go see Sinners in theaters, but I never did because I was going to go with my friends, and then I was busy, and I couldn't go, and then I kept asking my other friends, do you want to go see Sinners? And then they're all busy, and they couldn't go, and then I asked my brother, do you want to see Sinners? And then it didn't work out, and he had to cancel, and I'm like, ah! So I finally watched it, but like not in theaters. But
How was that for you?
It actually kind of sucked because HBO Max, the playback was horrible. It was not high resolution at all, and we kept like turning it off, like exiting, reloading it, and it was just horrible quality. So I had to watch it on like bad quality TV, which
I am
sucks.
so sorry.
Yeah.
And it even does the aspect ratio shifting for the IMAX stuff on Max. I noticed the one to watch for HBO. It's HBO Max.
Oh
now,
yeah,
right?
it did do that, and I was confused.
Oh yeah, because Ryan Coogler is a student of Christopher Nolan.
Okay.
You know Chris.
Yes.
I knew I could go that far. Okay, so how I want to relate this all
tie it back
to Bottoms and why I think people might not like this Tim Robinson thing, but like the show is that the diversity of performances in Bottoms is you've got like the football player who's so ridiculous and over the top, but then you have the nuanced performance of, I can't remember, Rachel Sennott.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she's got different levels and layers because we're spending more time with her, obviously. So in this flexible cartoon live-action universe, you've got ridiculous cartoon characters, and then you've got people that you can actually form relationships with. Whereas in Friendship, you have this ridiculous cartoon character in what otherwise seems like a very verisimilitude to our reality, although I think there are aspects of the movie that maybe will be in spoilers discussing not realistic.
Yeah. I wouldn't call him a... Did you say cartoon? Ridiculous
Yeah, I think he's a
character?
cartoon as an individual in this movie, and like some of the actions, and like if anyone acted the way Craig Wedderburn is his character's name in Friendship, or the way any of the Tim Robinson characters act in I Think You Should Leave, they would seem like a cartoon. You would take them in to be questioned.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a cartoon. I think they're just very awkward.
Caricature.
Yeah, sure, caricature, not a cartoon per se.
Caricature. Okay.
I think so. Like, if Tim Robbins, if like you didn't know who he was and watch this movie, his character would feel out of place. Like, why is his character so heightened compared to? But the fact that probably anyone watching this has seen I Think You Should Leave, so that helps you accept his character. But then the other problem comes in with it. I think the reason it feels long is because you're not used to seeing Tim Robinson in a story that takes, even though it's not that long, it's not a super long movie, sustaining an hour and a half or hour 40 minutes. That's why it feels off, because like normally this is done in 3 minutes.
My wife and I would watch 4 episodes of the Detroiters like that, and that's possibly why I don't have. You're right.
Well, exactly. But those are, what's the length?
22 minutes.
Yeah.
So if 4 of them would feel like 4 individual stories, whereas this is one long story that slowly gets. It's like Taxi Driver is what I've heard it compared to.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I still think more people are familiar with I Think You Should Leave than Detroiters.
Yeah, of course.
So that's the baseline, is like these 3-minute
Everyone in our
segments,
theater,
not 22 minutes.
I'm sure if I asked them, except for the older, and when I say this, I mean like possibly boomer, maybe this based on how this person was walking, I think they were a boomer. They might have been, brought by somebody who kind of explained it to them.
Oh, okay.
Because I could see a lot of like, have you shown I Think You Should Leave to anyone of a generation above millennial?
No.
Okay. Because I wonder how it plays to like, I think Gen X would get it, but I don't know any boomers who could, like I'm trying to think of even funny boomers,
Is there a thing, such a thing?
Oh, funny boomers. That's a lot. Steve Martin, funny boomer. I wonder what Steve Martin thinks of I Think You Should Leave.
Well, I thought Nick meant like in person, not a
Well,
celebrity.
yeah,
I was thought, do you know any in person? That's kind of like makes it more real. Like Steve, of course. Steve.
Yeah, of course.
Although,
Steve Martin's cool.
Did you make it through all of Only Murders in the Building?
I'm current on the 4th season.
Oh, okay. I got like 1.5 episodes in. I'll come back to
You're
it,
just doing a Natalie Tran where you start it and you're not good at finishing it.
Okay.
Should we bring this one to an end so that we can do the spoilers?
Hop right to spoilers. Thank you for tuning in for this non-spoiler segment. We'll see you in our next segment. I don't even think I said it was non-spoilers at the top, huh?
Blame
That's
you in your
alright, I'm
sneaky
saying it
feline
now.
way.
Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN.